Call me an idiot, but I thought paddleboarding off the back of the yacht was a great idea. It wasn't. It was so windy and I was basically blown straight off the board. You can see the duck flying in the background there. But did I turn around and reassess? Of course not. I climbed back on, dropped to my knees, and assumed the wind would calm down. At this point, I genuinely believed I was tethered to the boat. I was not. It took me far too long to realise that I'd been caught in a current and was being gently but very efficiently escorted straight out of the bay. This is the point where I realised there was no tether, and shortly after, my husband realised I was probably doomed. But of course, kept filming, naturally. Okay, it only took them about 2.5 minutes to decide a rescue was needed and to actually stop filming. But it took another 7 minutes for them to actually reach me, which hopefully gives you a realistic idea of how far I'd drifted out by then. Thankfully, I didn't panic. I stopped trying to fight the current and focused on edging towards a rocky beach where people were waving me in. But by then I'd noticed that the boat was finally turning and I was hoping that meant they were coming for me. So I stayed on the paddleboard, battling the gusts, briefly wondering if this was an elaborate life insurance scheme. Kidding. Mostly. Then once the boat reached me, one of the crew jumped in to help me back on, just in case I was exhausted, which was very kind, as I was quite exhausted by then. And yes, of course, the first joke made when I got back on board was about life insurance. At least I know how much I'm worth. Thanks for the rescue, Chris.